Hi Leo, this is your October 2020 tarot forecast. So guys, this is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So if this is Venus in Leo for you, you can treat this as a love or romance reading. For everyone else, this is just confirmation about what is ahead for you for the month of October. Some information that might have been in the ether that is available to you, or just to alert you to things that you hadn't been paying attention to, guys. So, all right, Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What is in store for you for October 2020? Messages for Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. October 2020. All right, guys, so we're going to get out a really nice Celtic cross for you. As always, I will get a card each from the Oracle decks to polish off your reading. All right, so starting off with some healing, a decision that's going to include some healing, a resolution of a conflict, maybe clarity of mind, clarity of decision, definitely something healing. Really nice here to see this strength of character. Overcoming self-limitations, perhaps even some passions that you'd rather not be facing or forced to face. Really nice to see this strong major arcana energy here. It could be dealing with an Aries, very much Aries energy, or first house, going off on your own. Wow, really interesting here, guys. And there's that justice. Look at this. Wow. Wow, guys, I was tired starting this reading, but holy smokes, I can't stay tired. Just sleepy, not tired about your reading, just had a late night, but I wanted to do these readings today anyway, and wowzer McGee. So first of all, I want to suggest that very likely we're dealing with a couple. Now, even if this is an entrepreneurial situation for you, work, service, entertainment, being in the spotlight, relationships, of course. I would even go so far as to say things like investments, financial, say, acumen, not so much the business of trading and loaning, say, banking necessarily, but, getting access to money, getting access to loans, being awarded things, even winning things, being gifted things here. So we're looking at a couple over here, a nice fiery couple. Aries is showing up twice here, both the Aries ruled Queen of Wands and then the Aries ruled Emperor. This could, like I said, it could be a work situation, whether this is about a coupling at work or this is about your job or a service that you're providing. Either you're stepping into that role, you're being asked to, or this has to do with the boss somehow. Being the boss, taking the the position or taking on the responsibilities. We have Strength and the Emperor mirroring one another here as well. So there's, again, very likely, again, it's a general reading, guys, and I want to stress that, but, it's hard not to see that there is some, let's just say not relationship, but let's say partnership, because we have Strength down here. This is 7th house. We have Aries ruled Emperor, 1st house. These are opposites on the wheels. These are actually quite attractive to one another in regard to partnerships. Very, very strong, I would say extremely complementary partnerships, right? Libra is about partnerships. This is about the individual. So when we bring those together, I think that challenges are built in when we're dealing with opposites, obviously, just like Capricorn, Cancer, but it doesn't mean that they're not a good fit, and it doesn't mean that they're not complementary, okay? So that's what I'm looking at here when I see both the crowning and the foundation here, very, very strong around, let's say, partnerships, if nothing else. Beautiful healing, possibly wish energy here. Wishes coming true over here, through the process of healing, by virtue of healing. Definitely these are impacting the other. But it's nice to see the Two of Swords because it is a choice, and the choice is to resolve conflict. It's the abolition of conflict. And it really just means I tend to slide toward the Ace whenever I see the Two Swords, frankly. It's just, you know, coming to terms with something, being clear about something here. It's not a major conflict. It's not the Lovers, for example. It's not going to shake things up necessarily. It's just an idea that you're going to have to follow through with here. Bottom of the deck energy is our second king. We have your advice card. Here is the king. We have... This is intense. Like, this makes me want to be a Leo. So 2 kings, business opportunities. That's extremely exciting. And again, business opportunities can be about buying new homes, starting a new business. This could be about revealing something here. This could be about revealing a love affair here. I would say while enjoying a mystery, I don't necessarily see the High Priestess as secrets, but you know what? She is in the T-zone here right after this Queen. Someone is very, very important to you, a female, whether a male or female watching, a female who's very fiery, impassioned, full of life, family-oriented, but typically considered independent-minded. This is going to lead to, or there's going to be a path here where you're going to go out on your own. You're going to take a calculated risk or a gamble here, and it's going to help to, I would say, feed or nurture a mystery here, but an extremely deep, positive, emotionally profound. This is gorgeous, actually, guys. I got to tell you, this is a really beautiful reading. I am energized by it. So let's get into some of the characters. Like I said, we have 2 kings. We have this queen over here. So you could be dealing with these people, okay? These are just personalities, but they could represent the houses. So we're dealing with 5th house energy or Leo, 8th house energy or Scorpio, and we're dealing with 1st house energy or Aries over here. So we have some fire, as I said, there could be an actual couple, but we have this really deep and emotionally intense, quite profound King of Cups. All the way up here is your advice card. So going deep. Both coming to terms with and relating to and revealing, feeling okay, feeling positive within a mystery here, possibly within a beautiful partnership. This is quite stunning, not joking. So King of Wands, as you see here, this is the bottom of the deck energy for your entire read today, guys. I treat this as the basket or the blanket that cozies up your whole reading, which is just stunning. This is actually going to be exciting. This is not going to be complicated for you. I'm genuinely curious about what is going on for you, because this is quite beautiful. This could be a major wish come true by virtue of making a very small decision, a very small step here. So Leo energy over here, I'm looking at a situation of 5th house energy. Let's just say this isn't the person or a Leo person necessarily. We do have the sun, so Leo rules the sun. And what that means to me, particularly because we do have Justice over here. Justice, of course, is Leo as well. So we have a lot of sun, we have a lot of bright light, we have a lot of revelation here, okay? Now we don't have the sun card, but that typically is success and or a child. And it's about accomplishment as well. I think this is a really interesting process right now. I don't think necessarily something physical is being attained here. I think this is, by and large, developing, maintaining, and appreciating, and definitely sharing the wealth of your emotional depths, of your emotional world, and treating it and almost being proud or being happy about it, either creating or allowing for a mystery. So this is really nice. This means that something is going to be revealed at the very, very least here. And we're looking at 5th house energy, like I said. Of course, that is family, home, family, man. That is creativity, it's sex, it is enjoyment, it's pleasure. And, you know, 5th house energy is also just a good time. There's just, when you have Leo, when you have that sun energy, you just have that positivity over anything that could be difficult, which just doesn't exist in your reading this month, guys. Like I said, I'm just going to run over these rather quickly here because I've sort of dived into them even more than I expected to. Via sheer excitement. But yeah, resolution of conflict here over a major wish fulfillment. This is healing on top of it. This isn't just a 9 of cups. You have a, you know, something you've had your heart set on coming true. This is profound healing. And you could be dealing, if I didn't mention Aquarius, I would suggest here you're dealing with Aquarius person or energy. Of course, that's 11th house, and that's Uranus. And Uranus really brings with it sudden changes, right? It is a powerful influencer because it forces us to do something new. It forces us out of a comfort zone, and I really see this here. But again, I don't see the Tower isn't here. It's not being stripped from you. You're happy to do this. You're happy. This could even be a merging. You could just be deciding to merge with something, because 11th house energy, again, Aquarius rules the 11th house, and this is friendships. This is society at large. This is brotherhood, sisterhood. This is you know, peer groups, volunteerism. How can you help? How can you heal? And it's humanity at large. Also, you know, Aquarius really is the future. We are, you know, in the age of Aquarius, out of Pisces, right? We're out of the religious sort of closed-mindedness in a small term, and as a phrase, with the Pisces fish type thing, into the water bearer, what is best for society, what's best for everyone. So this is just beautiful, actually. I never know what's going to show up here, but man, oh man, this is stunning. So obviously I'm going to mirror some avenues here. I'm going to mirror your foundation with what's crowning you. Of course, we're dealing with two majors again. At the foundation is strength. So we're looking at ultimately the strength card. The 11th card in the major is Libra ruled, as I mentioned. Of course, the Emperor up here, number 4, which is stability. And we have 11 wishes. We have 11th house wishes here. Just major wishes here. We have like doubles, right? 11th house, 11th card. We have 2-2 makes the 4. We have the coupling over here. So just a really fond heart's content situation could just be a really nice summary, to be honest here, guys. But what I do find is being the boss of something and sort of tempering or reining something in. Whenever I see strength now on its own, okay, let's just say Libra energy, this is really just about reining something in or being on the same page or making sure that passions are, if not equalized, they are supported, that your passions, your sense of self, your sense of partnership, what you're good at, what your weaknesses are, these aren't exploited. These are supported, and they are in a healthy way managed, both as an individual, right? You have to do that as an individual, and in partnerships, and when it comes to compromise. And like I said, with this first house here, Aries rules Emperor, you know, we're dealing with first house energy or the self, and you know, top and bottom. They're both masculine energy, so there's probably a lot of sincere movement toward, I would say that there's a very positive and sincere movement toward a major partnership or a major shift in partnerships. Guys, this is definite, whether it's a couple in your own life or you know of a couple, or this is you and your significant other. This could be both sides of yourself as well, if you're not partnered, or if this doesn't, you know, sort of jive with you. If this isn't jiving, I feel this is a very specific reading, by the way. You know, if you're not satisfied with this, Leo, you know, check out your moon sign risings and your Venus signs. Sometimes those are more helpful. Even their moon sign can be more helpful with relation to your emotional world, particularly. But in terms of what's going on for you, it's just like, I really see here that doors are just opening up so easily and so readily. The balance of the self as an individual and the balance of the self within a healthy, stable partnership is extremely, if not occurring in the first couple of weeks of October. I would say it is en route to being established, and it's incredibly exciting. This person or energy, this first house, making a move into a very kind of a calculated risk here. There's a little bit of a gamble, saying something that someone else may not like, stepping out into the spotlight, doing something unusual here, maybe something you couldn't even have been advised against, who knows, really, right? That you're gonna have to figure what that is by the end of the second week for you. But mirroring the recent past is the 7 of Swords, and of course the recent past is your queen, okay? So she's your nice queen over here. She's your first house Aries energy, first house Aries, and then your 5th house Leo. So again, someone who's interested in partnerships and sex, recreation, family, Okay, now these are very, very independent. I would say all, you know, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, all fire signs are independent, but they're not independent the same way that air signs are independent. Air signs are a different kind of independent, okay? They require variety, not necessarily in love affairs or anything, but they require variety, but they can be established homebodies, etc. Fire signs require excitement, not necessarily variety, okay? So, so this is very exciting. There's a lot of exciting energy, a lot of new, I would say a lot of, you know, sassy molassy energy here as well. This person holds their own. They're very secure. This is a very emotionally secure person. And it's this person is too. These energies, first and fifth house, these are very, very easily self-assured people. You might even say they have a healthy ego, okay? And what she's mirroring here is that I'm going to take a step into something that's a little unusual, might not have even been planning it. I would stay away from tricky or tricks, anything that feels like a trick. But I would say if you have a calculated risk or a gamble, or if this is a decision that you know for sure is healing and beneficial to you and everyone around you, and it supports both your individual self and your partnerships, I would go do it. Because like I said, this is all in alignment here in this gorgeous T-zone, as you can see for yourself. Really nice, exciting mystery it creates here with that High Priestess. So let's get your how you see yourself, or how you're behaving, and then how, how others see you and how you see yourself, right? So again, more Leo energy here. I mean, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Someone is very, very interested in having a family, being a family, solid, happy, loving, creative partnerships. Pretty deep, guys, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 cards, essentially. Well, wait a second, 11 cards. I mean, half your reading are major arcanas. This is gorgeous. I actually want to look at some of the language that the Two of Cups is talking about, because it's just so pretty. And sometimes it doesn't hurt to hear exactly what the authors meant by it. Yeah, like guys, this is legitimately love. This is relationships, love, affinity. It's a partnership, right? We have this partnership energy. Now we have this love and family energy, okay? So it indicates that you have entered a powerful relationship with whom you have a great regard for and trust. That's beautiful. This can, of course, be a love affair, and the appearance points to lasting happiness. Even in business relationships, a greater understanding between partners is possible. Resolution of conflict and differences. So it is your second two. This is definitely, I do think that any conflict or, say, disagreement here, even if it's in the first or the third week of the month, guys, is going to be so minuscule. And it might even help bring you closer to your goals, believe it or not. So don't be afraid to say something unusual or something on your mind here, because you know what? You might be pleasantly surprised. Leo energy over here with Justice, as I said, showing up really strongly. Again, we have that fifth house, sex, creativity, family, entrepreneurship. I would even say really just luxury in general, luxurious lifestyle. Things come rather easily, not that they don't work hard, things come rather easily to Leos and Sages, as long as they make their mind up. Just make your mind up, right guys? Hopes and fears. This card is really exciting me in this position. I have to be honest here. The High Priestess and the hopes and fears is understanding. It's an understanding that something much, much deeper and bigger than perhaps is even on the surface that can be understood, okay, with the mind. You got to go deep here. There's a depth of emotion, emotional fulfillment and wealth that is it's unmanufacturable. It just exists or it doesn't. It just flows or it doesn't, right? It's water. You can't really control too much of it. It's going to do what it wants in the setting that it's in. So it's almost like being willing and ready to feel your feelings. Intuition over reason, okay? Intuition over reason. And how exciting is that? So you are going to be assisted here, whether this is an angel entity, whether this is someone physically in your life. We are dealing with moon energy, however, so you might want to read your moon sign for some more clarification around a hope and fear position here, guys. But certainly your moon sign may play a part heavily when it comes to your emotional world for the month of October here, just because we have moon ruled high priestess here in your hopes and fears, as I said. Which is quite deep. Of course, that's Cancer ruled. Moon rules Cancer. So yeah, 4th house energy. This could really indicate your home or stability in general. So we're also looking at the hidden, okay, whether they're facts or influences. This can impact the future, but again, I don't think it's necessarily something that you can talk out at this stage. This is something that you're just going to have to be aware of and welcome in. Like I said, that mystery, the unknown, maybe don't be afraid of that. Maybe don't be upset by that, because the outcome or the advice card here is the King of Cups. So that unknown is actually going to help develop your intuitive, your esoteric, your occult sense of self. It's maturing you in a vastly different way than perhaps what you had been used to or what you were physically working at. So this is how I see that this is absolutely a very beautiful, positive, mature application of your own emotional, say, cerebral, and your physical world into this great depth of emotional well-being. Now, could there be secrets here? Sure, but it's not secrets for the sake of keeping secrets. It's simply secrets unrevealed. Okay, remember, we have all this sun, we have this Leo, we have air, we have a lot of fire and sun energy. The sun always reveals, it always sheds a light, right? And there's a little blue jay outside my window here, guys. I wish you could see him. He's all brave and bright looking, but that's always a good omen too. So I hope you like blue jays. So yeah, absolutely stunning. Let me get out your oracles here, but in a moment, I do want to look at that King of Cups for you, just very, very briefly. I'm actually pleased to see we're not dealing with 2 queens. Then we would be looking at, you know, some conflict between 2 women in your life here, maybe some nastiness, but we're not. We have these business opportunities, right? So authoritative, mature man, sound advice, emotional depth. This can be business, but you're going to appear as though something's under wraps. So there's definitely something. We have 8th house energy here, right? Sex, death, and rebirth. Okay. And this is shared assets as well. And its opposite is Taurus. So it could just be that there's a conversation or a feeling or a motivation here, whether you're aware of it or not, to move towards something just extremely deep. Extremely deep. And it's ultimately of great importance. So yeah, I wouldn't be timid of showing your emotions. Here, you're going to look at your not only emotional world, but you're going to look at your intuitive world. Get back in touch with that intuitive sense of yourself, guys. So enjoy everything that's in front of you. Live in the moment. Don't think for 1 second what is going on isn't a love partnership. Okay? Whether it's a creative project, a friend, a new person in your life, a job, whatever this is for you, something is just almost extraordinarily fulfilling in a variety of different ways, and it frees you. There's something exciting here. You're learning a lot about yourself and someone else during this process, but it's not causing problems. It could, these 2 twos here, really indicate to me, as I say, I think it's going to bring you closer together. I think there is this sense of something needs to be said or something needs to be clarified here in order for you to figure each other out and maybe get back to enjoying the mystery. So we have harmony here, guys. This has been showing up quite a bit in the monthly readings for October, to be honest with you. So I think music, making music together, creating, sharing music, finding ways to heal and operate in your emotional world. Emotions are extremely important right now, profound, deep emotions. Even if you're trying to hide them, it's not going to work. Don't do that. Just enjoy the mystery here. But music is going to be really important also, and just in generally speaking, harmony. Wow, this got really long. Sorry, guys. Be harmonious. Balance is key. Guys, the situation is calling for you to have faith. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. This is so special. Don't use any of your mental space to question it, or like if you're straight up getting bad vibes, then trust that, trust your intuition. But I don't see them here. I see if you have any bad vibes, or if you're about to think about something, talk yourself out of it, because it's just bad news. You're going to be making stuff up, right? Co-create. This is definitely a partnership, guys. Again, it's hard to say because it's a general reading. Is this an actual relationship? I don't know. But something is being built. Something is being built that is profound and heavy. Heavy in the best way. Heavy as in solid. Okay? And then these guys, we have Sacred Spiral, and we have, it's not change. The butterfly is transformation. So Sacred Spiral and transformation. What this says to me, guys, is that you are spiraling into a whole other different lifestyle. This is a lifestyle change. Enormous lifestyle change. So holy frigging smokes, my dear Leos, this was one of the most exciting reads I've done for you in, I would say, easily a year. So I am over the moon for you. I really hope you enjoy this month, because this is stunning. Like I said, this was a really specific read. If it didn't resonate, check out your moon sign risings. And comment below. Let me know how it works for you. I'm always curious. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one for your sign. Bye for now.